In the previous video that we posted, where we talked about Concord, the first and the second rule of Concord, remember we said that the rules of Concord, number the first and the second, they say the first one says that when the subject is singular, the verb has to be singular. And the second rule says that when the subject of the sentence, is plural, then the verb has to be plural. Now, there is an exception, or rather, there are exceptions. Take note. Despite what these rules state, whenever you have something like I or you as the subject of a sentence, irrespective of the number, despite the fact that I is referring to one person and you may be referring to one or more persons, despite this, wherever you see I or you, the verb it goes with must be the plural verb. That is to say, you cannot have anything like I goes, because the first rule says that when the subject is singular, the verb has to be singular. This is a singular verb. But take note that I does not go with singular verbs. So whenever you make use of the word I, the verb to come after it must be in the plural form. It is the third rule of Concord. I go to school. I go to market. I call you every day. I stop here whenever I arrive. Whenever you make use of I, the verb to follow it must be in the plural form. The same thing, whenever you make use of the word you, the verb to use must be in the plural form. You talk about this all the time. You buy this each time you come here, and not you buys this. Now, whenever you use I or you, the verb to come after it must be in the plural form. Take note, the same thing applies when you use any of these and the next verb there is either do or does. You know you don't have to make use of this. You cannot have I does. You cannot have you does. I do. You do. I do go there. I do this thing every day, and not I does this thing every day. No matter what the situation is, you cannot say I does this. So take note of that. The third rule of Concord states that I and you are not affected by the first and the second rule of Concord. You don't consider I and you when you're talking about that. Thank you.